In today's news, it appears that North Korea has fulfilled its promise to provide Palestinians with the means to defend themselves against a more powerful adversary. Palestinian fighters managed to ambush occupying forces by using various types of anti-tank missiles and opening fire on occupying troops with weapons allegedly supplied by North Korea. Independent observers claim that North Korea bypassed the heavily militarized Eastern Mediterranean Sea, where US and French aircraft carriers and General Atomics MQ-9 Reaper drones monitor potential seabound aid to Gaza to deliver those weapons. An unverified video that has surfaced online shows them using what appears to be Pyongyang's F-7 rocket-propelled grenade, a shoulder-fired weapon commonly used against armored vehicles. If this footage is authentic, it confirms the suspicions of Israel and its Western allies that North Korea continues to run a covert campaign to arm Palestinian fighters. North Korea has long considered Israel, quote, an imperialist satellite, and recognizes Palestinian sovereignty over all territory held by Israel, excluding the Golan Heights. While North Korea has denied arming the Palestinian resistance, especially after the regrettable and condemnable October 7th counteroffensive by Hamas in Israel, it maintains its belief that Israel, as an occupying force, needs to be expelled, and the territorial integrity of Palestine, including all its lands, restored. This position is surprisingly shared by former US President Barack Hussein Obama. Please like and share this video to help it reach more people, and subscribe to stay up to speed on the latest developments in Palestine.
There's any chance of us being able to act constructively to do something, it will require an admission of complexity and maintaining what on the surface may seem contradictory ideas, that what Hamas did was horrific, and there's no justification for it. And what is also true is that the occupation and what's happening to Palestinians is unbearable.
Recent unconfirmed reports emerging from North Korea indicate that the Asian nation has decided to provide advanced air defense platforms, rocket launchers, bullseye-guided anti-tank missiles, and dozens of North Korea's Type 58 self-loading rifles, a variant of the Kalashnikov assault rifle, to Palestinian resistance fighters. These reports also suggest that North Korea, which may find it challenging to supply Gaza overland, has used its network of advanced stealth submarines and proxies in Lebanon to deliver arms to Gaza. The success of this operation has raised concerns among many Western intelligence agencies that North Korean arms and instructors may have entered Gaza and are currently coordinating battles with Palestinian resistance groups. Observers also believe that, in the coming days, the Palestinian resistance will be so well armed that it will pose a significant threat to Israeli aircraft operating in Palestinian airspace. Notably, North Korea operates a wide variety of air defense equipment, ranging from short-range manpads like the 9K-4 Strela 3, 9K-38 Igla, and ZPU-4 heavy machine guns to long-range SA-5 Gammon and Pongay-5 SAM systems, as well as large-caliber anti-aircraft artillery guns. North Korea boasts one of the densest air defense networks in the world. Some of the platforms allegedly provided to Gaza by North Korean submarines include various types of manpads and Pongay-5 SAM systems. These air defense platforms have the capability to protect sensitive locations in Gaza, such as hospitals, refugee camps, and school shelters where civilians seek refuge. The presence of air defense missiles could potentially pressure Benjamin Netanyahu to consider a ceasefire or a humanitarian pause, allowing innocent civilians to evacuate the area of hostilities. In any of these scenarios, Israel may need to reassess its operational priorities, since the North Korean air defense platform could offer protection to Palestinians who are hesitant to leave their homes in northern Gaza due to the threat of aerial bombardment by Israeli warplanes. Today, news has emerged of the Israeli army targeting over 2,500 sites inside the Gaza Strip since the beginning of the conflict. In the latest update on their military operations within the besieged enclave, the military reported ongoing face-to-face engagements. One of the recent air raids targeted a Hamas military compound, including observation posts and operational headquarters. Additionally, reports indicate that Israel bombed Al-Azhar University in Gaza, as shown in a video posted by Palestine's Deputy Foreign Minister Amal Jadou. Similar incidents have occurred, such as an Israeli attack on the Al-Maghazi refugee camp, resulting in the loss of at least 47 lives, while 6 others were killed in the Jabalia refugee camp. In fact, an Israeli shelling damaged the main water source in the Jabalia refugee camp. Observers believe that these events might have been prevented if the Gaza resistance deployed the North Korean air defense platforms to secure civilian areas that have been subjected to intense assaults. There are reports that Israel has initiated efforts to locate the possible deployment of these systems in Gaza. This intensified bombing in Lebanon, where Israel recently conducted one of its most extensive air campaigns since 2006, may be a response to the possibility of air defense platforms making their way to Gaza through the Lebanese-based Hezbollah movement. Israeli warplanes have been confirmed to have struck a Hezbollah armed depot, accompanied by artillery and tank shelling. Meanwhile, similar to North Korea, many nations have begun severing diplomatic ties with Israel due to its refusal to agree to a ceasefire. Chad is the latest country to recall its ambassador from Israel, citing the unprecedented tide of deadly violence in Gaza. Turkey followed suit yesterday, joining a growing list of nations cutting ties with Israel over its alleged heavy-handedness in Gaza. Honduras, Chile and Colombia have also recalled their ambassadors, while Bolivia severed ties with Israel last week over the ongoing assault on Palestinians.
Palestine! Palestine! This is an apartheid! This is racism! This is not anti-Semitism!
This growing sentiment against Israel has also spread worldwide, with protesters across the globe demanding accountability for Israel's relentless bombardments in Gaza. Large-scale demonstrations in Toronto, Washington, London, Sydney, Tel Aviv, and various locations in Africa are demanding an end to the targeting of hospitals, schools, and refugee camps. These demonstrators are calling for a ceasefire and have criticized the U.S. government for what they perceive as a dangerous silence in the face of Israel's blatant disregard for human and people's rights. This demand aligns with the position of North Korea since the crisis escalated, as the Asian nation has insisted that Israel be held accountable for what it views as crimes against Palestinians. Please appreciate our works by liking and sharing this video with your family and friends. Hit the subscribe button to stay updated with the latest from Palestine. Until we see in our future updates, take care. Assalamu alaikum.